So, dear students, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine.
Thank you very, very much. Actually, you have come today to your last class, and this is your last class of this year, right? And one thing I want to say that I have spent 1 year with you, and I have made a lot of mistakes. Maybe if I make any mistakes on my part, then I must say you will excuse me for that. So coming year, I don't know if I will get your classes or not, but I always wish you all will do better in the next class also, next year also, right? And all the year round, I must appreciate all of you that you attended your class regularly, and you have done a lot of things which are appreciable. And I really salute all of you for being always attentive and careful in your lessons. Though you are the students of class 9, usually in class 9 students are not serious, but I have seen this year in different ways, right? I have seen all of you being very, very serious, and I think you are more serious than any other classes. And I really appreciate for that. Okay, do you want to listen a story, right? Okay, I will tell you a story about friendship. Okay, you have so many friends. Some of them are close, some of them are your classmates, but all you are friends. Okay, friendship is such a relation that is exceptional, that is different from, and that is unique relationship all over the world, right? In your life, in human life. Because in friendship, whenever you have friendship with someone, then you will share your joys and sorrows with him. And what is the result of friendship? If you make a good friendship, then you can share your joys and sorrows, you can share your pains, right? Happiness. And I think you have a lot of friends. Today's story is about friends, okay? And true friendship. So one day, there were two friends who were just walking through the desert. So usually in a desert there is no trees, no water, right? So usually very sunny and hot weather. So in that hot weather they were walking through the desert, and at one point of their journey they had a quarrel. They had an argument on one topic, right? So one of the friends who was very angry, he grew more angry, right? And he slapped in the face of the other friend. Okay. So at this, the friend who was slapped, he got hurt for this rude behavior of his friend, because he loved his friend very much. And this type of things usually happens among your friends, right? But the friend did not take much to his hurt, and at one point of the journey he stops at a place and he wrote on sand that today my best friend has slapped me in my face. So at this, the friend who slapped him, he looked at it and he saw that he has written it, so he didn't say anything. Okay, they again started their journey. So they, on their way of going their journey, they needed some water because they were very thirsty and they needed to take bath, right? So he was slapped, he got into water just to take a bath. The friend who was slapped, he got into water and he was gradually drowning, right? Seeing it, the friend who slapped, who heard that friend, he jumped into water, right? He jumped into water and saved his friend. And the friend was astonished that this friend, few minutes ago, he slapped me, but at one point he's saving my life, right? He was so grateful. He was so amazed So after getting out of water, he said his friend, "Thank you very much." Okay. And this time he wrote on a stone that today his friend, best friend, has saved his life. So the friend who slept for the first time and who saved his life for the second time, so he asked him, "Why you wrote for the first time in sand, and why now you are writing on a stone?" Then the friend said, "For the first time I wrote on sand, so that was an incident of sorrow. That was a memory of sorrow, right? That's why I wrote it on sand, so that after a moment it withers away. It doesn't exist, right? That's why I have written it on sand for the first time, because of being it removed soon, okay? But this time I am writing it on a stone, because you have saved my life. This type of memory of this incident gives me a lot of pleasure, a lot of happiness. So I want to curb it on the stone so that it remains forever." Okay. So that's the end of the story, but what do you learn from the story? Thank you very much. So in our life, we have two types of experiences. One is of sorrow, another one is of happiness. But most of the time, our experiences are of sorrow, right? And sufferings. And a very little moment of our life is of happiness. But we will not keep the memory of our sorrow in our heart for a long time. We'll keep it for a short time, so that after a moment it gets past. But if we have any types of experiences of happiness, that we will curve in our hearts so that it remains forever. So why have I told you this story? I've told this story because all the year round we had two types of experiences. Sometimes I was very rude to you, sometimes I was very mild and soft. Okay? So perhaps you have both types of experiences, both types of feelings about me in your heart. And I think if you have any kind of feeling of unhappiness regarding myself in your heart, you will forget that. But if I do anything good for you, if I create any happy feeling in you, that you will bear all through your life. Okay? So this is my urge, this is my request to all of you. And this is my last lesson in the last class of this year, 2019. So I all appreciate you and thank you very much. Thank you so much.